What are you looking at? Hey guys, I got a video for you. Today's a duck video. Let me turn on some light here, see if I can't make things just a little bit better. Maybe it's a little bit better when the lights are lower, you know what I'm saying? That black necrotic tissue video I did for my hen. There's a way I treated that and had a great success doing it. I got all my girls sorted out, but I realized that I left one thing that I didn't really look close enough at, and that's one of my drakes. I almost put him down the other night, but he kept staring at me. So he had black necrotic tissue. I just noticed a spot last week. I treated it the same way I did my hen, all right? Because I need to tell you before you see what you're going to see, because it might shock some of you. So if you got a weak stomach, don't look. I treated it the same way, just a little black spot. I thought, okay, Epsom salt, water, and I soaked it up a little bit, cleaned it, and I treat it with peroxide. They say it stings, but this is going to kill him if I don't get it taken care of. So I'll take a little stinging over what he may be feeling right now. The thing was, after I cleaned it, it got bigger. And then it started seeping. And his feathers started turning black. So I started soaking him again. And it spread some more. Now it's like one half of his body. He's got maggots matted into his feathers. There was no visible indication from the outside that there was anything going on aside from that little bit of a black spot you could see kind of coming through some of his feathers near his tail. What I found was far worse than that. So before I put him down, I'm going to give him 3 days, and I'm going to go with a straight up raw organic honey coating. All right. It's great for fighting off like infection, and it helps debride, wounds and things like that. I've had some great luck with that, especially for like prolapsed rectums and oviducts. Yes. So here's what we're looking at. Hey, buddy. Man, I am so sorry. See all that? Now, that's the infection turning his feathers dark again. He's drawing flies. I know there's maggots in there. God, right when I get ready to shoot him, he just stands there and just stares at me. So I'm going to get him outside. I'm going to soak him. When I soak him, it's going to make that scab really tender and raw again. So it really seemed to make things worse for the most part for him. But got rid of the flies, the black, and everything else. So immediately after I just let him dry off in the sun, I'm gonna baste him with organic honey. I'm gonna give him 3 days, and we'll see if it helps. So that's just plain water, nice and clear. You can see how, I've been doing this like once a day, and it just keeps, see the black in there. I didn't add anything to the water. It's just, tepid, as they'd call it. I'm seeing, see, I don't even smell the necrotic tissue like I did on Pearl, my Jersey Giant. So that's another thing that kind of threw me. He just, man, there's some black in there, man. I'm just gonna, yeah, there's something kind of sour, but it's not quite what I would identify or associate with infection. All right. I didn't like to put him in anything too hot. That water's getting really muddy. I know, he's just seemed really, I know, buddy, I know. I'm sorry. We got to do it. We got to do it. It's warm. It's not ice cold. I just have to make sure. Man, there's all kinds. Those are maggots coming off of them. Shh. Man. Technically, it's the necrotic tissue that the maggots are eating, which is kind of a good thing, but it's what's causing that's just disgusting. Poor guy, and he's got signs of something going on, runny eyes, Man, here we are 30 minutes later, and that's nothing but maggots. Little tiny ones, big ones. Man, I don't know if I can save this guy. I'm gonna empty this out and then do a fresh soak and see what happens. All right, there's something really bad going on there, so I gotta see how much of that I can recover. It seems to be deep in the tissue, but Sylvia had a hole in her stomach and I got through it. Poor little guy. There was just nothing I can do. He showed no sign whatsoever. It wasn't until he started limping a little bit I started looking closer at his feet. He had bumblefoot, and that's what I was looking to treat until I noticed a small black spot. And then he just went downhill. Poor little guy. Anyway, guys, if you find mites on any of your birds, don't waste your money on any of those fancy sprays for $40 a liter or whatever it is. It's just soap and water. Best thing you can do is soap and water. Give them a bath. That's what I did to get rid of mine. Unfortunately, this guy right here somehow flew under my radar. He showed no strange, difference in behavior or anything. Wash them and then wait a week or two, then wash them again, and then start inspecting them after that. Doggone it. Anyway, it's always good to give them a nice visual inspection every couple of weeks or whatever. It's just, I'm going to have to look closer at my ducks, man. They're different than chickens, apparently. So I went and gave everybody a bath, the ducks, that is. And pink rosy skin peeking out everywhere you could see. That's what you want to see. No black, no nothing. That's a good thing. Okay, well, that's life on the homestead. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. See you in the next video.